Welcome back. Our continuing coverage of what's taking place in Iran. Meantime, you're looking at pictures right now, live pictures out of Los Angeles, where people are beginning to converge. They're getting ready for a rally that will be taking place next hour. Many folks coming out. Remember, Los Angeles has the largest Iranian-American population in America, and many who are planning to attend this rally will be in full support, demonstrating for the opposition leader Mousavi, who was defeated in that election in Iran. Meantime, many protesters also turning out in New York City, and they're seeing green. That's the color of the failed Iranian presidential candidate Mir Hossein Mousavi's opposition movement. CNN's Susan Candiotti is keeping an eye on the demonstration at the UN there. Susan?
Hi, Frederica. Green is not the only color we are seeing today, but also red in the form of red roses in memory of those who have been killed so far during those peaceful demonstrations in Iran. This demonstration this day winding down, about half as many people here as were yesterday, but they are, as you can hear, just as vocal. Among the people that are here today is Floria. Floria remembers what happened 30 years ago, the revolution in Iran. But you are here again this day. How would you compare what happened 30 years ago to what is happening today?
Well, 30 years ago, a revolution was hijacked, and by the same group of people that they're hijacking another uprising by the people, really. And I'm here just to see what, to show solidarity with my sons and daughters.
Are you struck by the number of younger people that you are seeing in the crowds here, as well, of course, as in the streets of Iran?
In the streets of Iran, that was obvious. There was not going to be any change unless the children of our children would go to the streets, the same way that 30 years ago they did go to the street and, unfortunately lost it to a dictatorship. But no, I'm not surprised. I am so proud of these children. I'm sitting here in solidarity with all my sons and daughters.
What do you think lies ahead?
I am afraid to think. I'm really afraid to think about it because, unfortunately, there are going to be a lot more bloodshed, unfortunately. But I'm hoping. We have to be optimists, don't we, Susan? We have to be optimists.
Thank you, Floria. I think the most important thing that everyone here is saying that it is impossible to predict what will happen in the days ahead, but they want to make sure that the world hears their message and keeps on hearing it. Frederica?
Susan Candiotti in New York, thanks so much. Iran election protests just like this have been taking place around the world. Here's CNN's Natalie Allen.
A show of solidarity, a call for change. Around the world, people are marching and rallying, protesting the disputed re-election of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad and the consequent unrest. Outside Paris, France, tens of thousands of Iranian expats packed a convention center, blasting Mr. Ahmadinejad's victory at the polls.
I think everybody must come here because Ahmadinejad is a terrorist, and a terrorist is for all the world is not good, not only for my country, Iran. I think everybody must come here.
There was a similar show of force in Hamburg, Germany. More than 1,000 people took to the streets there to show solidarity with the Mousavi camp. Many wore green ribbons and carried photos of injured protesters and called for a recognition of Iran's voting rights.
I hope, we hope that everything stays peaceful, that the people in Iran get their rights in a peaceful way, and that the will of the people will be stronger than all possible repression mechanisms.
We want democracy! In Sydney, Australia, about 200 Iranian Australians braved the rain to make their voices heard. They urged their government not to recognize the outcome of Iran's June 12th election.
The election was rigged, and we want democracy in Iran. But we're asking, again, the Australian people and Australian government do not recognize the coup d'etat regime because Ahmadinejad is not representing Iranian people, and Iranians don't want him.
Want him or not, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad remains president of Iran. For those who want change, it seems for now, All they have is their power of their voice. Natalie Allen, CNN, Atlanta.
And that's a look at protests around the world. We'll continue to take a look at what's happening with Iran. Meantime, what you're looking at right now, this is New York, and this is the borough of Brooklyn, where a 4-story building has collapsed. We don't have any complete details as to what happened, what caused the collapse of this building, but we understand there were some other minor injuries in addition to one person who was injured and possibly is being treated at a facility there. You're looking at video that's coming in from New York 1. You're seeing images and as well as some streaming there of the interviews taking place. But it happened there in Brooklyn and New York, and fire crews are on the scene. When we get more information what may have precipitated this collapse, we'll bring it to you as soon as possible. Meantime, the pictures out of Iran keep coming in. We'll go to our Iran desk for the latest developments as well as the latest images and videos.